What's going on, Muscle Saints? My name is Maty and I'm a certified personal trainer, currently on a knee bulking journey, and I am a pretty skinny guy trying to bulk up. So if you're trying to follow the journey, please consider subscribing to the channel and make sure you take the like button for a freaking PR on the bench press. Alright, let's begin with some Reddit questions, right? So the very first one is going to be, how often should I take break days? I'm trying to build up my arms at the moment and was wondering if I should take break days or not. My workout is 3 sets of 8 dumbbell curls, each hand with 3 minutes between sets. I also like to do as many push-ups as I can at the end and finish it up. So this is my current goal as well, which is building arms. I was an athlete for a very long time. I always played football or soccer, as to say, and so my legs are pretty well defined right now, but my arms just suck, right? I don't know, it might be you the case as well, maybe trying to build up your arms. So what I would recommend for this guy, like I think 3 sets of 8 dumbbell curls is perfect, right? He doesn't say how much he doesn't say his weight, so it's going to be a little bit challenging for me, but let's assume that his weight is perfectly fine and is actually challenging enough, right? So I would even maybe increment 3 sets to 4 sets and get the rep range between 6 to 8 repetitions, okay? And I also really like the fact of the 3-minute rest. I like it because when we leave some time for the muscles to recover, we can create more intramuscular force within the muscle, and the more intramuscular force we create, then that means the more activation that you will be able to do within that muscle. All right. I also like this as much as I can, and so he finishes it off with like pump work, as to say, like metabolic work. When I say metabolic, I just mean that you kind of get that burning sensation on your bicep, right, to kind of burn it off, which is just metabolites within the muscle, which is good as well. I don't think it should always be implemented, but if you're feeling it and then you want to kind of give some extra work to your biceps and stuff, then that's perfectly fine for it. Okay, so answering his questions, how long should I take break days? I'm assuming, let's just assume that this guy does upper lower 4 times a week. All right, so if your goal is biceps, then you can train to, I would probably train to failure, honestly. If grab a weight that will kind of lead you to the 6 to 8 rep range, but maybe even train to failure, since you only have 2 upper body days, right? And then maybe on the lower days you can implement some metabolic and pump work on the bicep as well. Like, not obviously go to failure, but go with lighter weight and then do a repetition range between 10 to 20 reps, right? It was just something light just to get the pump going as well. I've actually found that when you do these things and like not go to failure every single time, and like maybe on lower body days you want to target more your bicep, then it's gonna work really good for you as well, like when you just train the bicep on lighter repetitions and stuff. So give it a try and see how you feel on it. But again, like I said, if you feel absolutely beat up, then there's no point trying to always push the bicep on it. Just let it rest. All right, that's if you know how to recover well, and if your body even managed to recover pretty well on it. That is my advice for this guy. Oh, so yeah, so when it comes to bicep exercises, the best ones I've actually found right now, and I've actually managed to grow some of my arms by a little bit, I used to be really skinny, was literally the hammer curls, since it works your brachialis, right? Brachialis muscle, like forearm, and then your bicep, clearly. I really like that one, and I also like the seated one, right? Like the one you just, you like sit down, right? And then the bench is kind of inclined, and then you just have to like elbow all the way down, right? So it's like this, and then you're gonna go up, boom, right? Boom. Just make sure that the elbow doesn't go up, the elbow just stays locked in the torso the whole time, and then you get a nice squeeze within the bicep. Honestly, those 2 movements are killers, right? And then I will definitely implement that, but if there's something else you like, just try it out for yourself, you know? It's just saying what has worked for me, and it can maybe work for you if you feel a bit stuck or you want to grow your arms a little bit more. Okay, next question. This is a really good question. So how much should I lower my weights? This is an excellent question, because I tell you what, I see so many beginners, even myself when I used to be a beginner, just ego lift the fuck out of the weights and just thinking that the bigger, the better. What we know now, and the science knows now, is the quality of the intramuscular force that you create within the muscle group, okay? If you want to, for example, grow your arms and then using a 50-pound dumbbell, and you're definitely not strong enough for that 50, guess what? You're going to cheat. You're going to use some sort of momentum, right? And that just removes the absolute isolation of the muscle, which is the bicep, and it uses maybe other muscles like the back, like the legs, like the shoulders. You know, you start doing all this motion, and then your workout just goes to absolute crap because you're not even targeting the muscle, right? So your repetitions are not even efficient. You're just wasting your time the whole time. Funny I said that. So what I would recommend is that 6 to 8 repetition range. Okay, find a weight. First of all, find a weight that would allow you to hit that 6 rep range, but you know within yourself that if you went 2 more reps, so 8 repetitions, you probably start hitting failure. Okay, and what you want to do is just stick to that weight for 1 solid week, and then make the smallest percentage changes of the weight. This way it will allow you for more space for improvement, right? Instead of starting super heavy, because you can only get so strong, right? So you want to start with a weight that's moderately challenging, that will allow you to hit that 6 rep range, but deep down, you know, if you went 2 more reps, solid reps, then you probably start hitting failure, right? And then each week you want to increment it by the smallest change, by 1 pound, 2 pounds, 0.5, it doesn't matter, right? The smaller changes, the better. More room for improvement, and this is a method of progressive overload, right? So I actually even spoke about this in one of my videos. So if you can seem to finish the set, as in like the repetition range, let's say you're trying to do 7 reps and then you manage to do like 5, then there is nothing wrong with removing some weight. Okay, that will probably be a drop set, and you still probably get the same benefits. You can either drop the intensity or the volume. Okay, the volume just means the amount of repetitions, and the intensity just means the amount of weight. Either are fine. I personally recommend that you drop the intensity a little bit, just drop off the weight, and then make sure to hit that volume with the 6 to 8 rep range. Okay, and just make sure you take notes on these things, because otherwise you will not remember and you will never be able to progress because you never bothered to take notes and, you know, the progress of your lifting and stuff. So that's a really good question. I hope that even that helps. I'm not mixing too many things here. I'm trying to be as useful as I can. Is there a best hour to work out? Hi, I've come back to the general routine, basically beginning with this thing. I'm trying out the 200 push-up thing, but I couldn't go higher than 100. Every time I do, I make it very late at night, almost when I'm ready to sleep, around 11 p.m. But I'm questioning if that's a bad choice to do it. Is it better in morning or afternoon rather than late night? I think this is a horrible choice, doing 200 push-ups at 11 p.m. at night, simply because you're going to start waking your body up, right? We know that the body at night starts releasing some melatonin, so it kind of gives the signals so you can sleep. So imagine if you just fire your body up late at night, you're going to be absolutely pumped in bed, right? So I recommend that you do it in the afternoon or in the early morning. I know in the I heard some things about like your enzymes are like fully active or something towards those lines, where your body's like the most awake and you might have a good amount of energy as well. But morning people will say that, you know, morning workouts as well gives them the best energy since they already like woke up and stuff. So I would play between mornings and afternoons. Sometimes I do mornings, sometimes I do afternoons, depends how I'm feeling, depending what my schedule is like. So you need to find something that's sustainable and consistent for you, okay, based on your routine. One or the other is not gonna make or break your workout, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. I would do something that's more suitable for your type of lifestyle and your routine and normal schedule. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully this is somewhat useful to you. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. Like I said, I'm a skinny guy as well. I'm trying to lean bulk right now. I'm on a 172, trying to get into 180s. So I definitely know a thing or two that could potentially help you gain muscle as well. And we also have a pretty good muscle building community called Muscle Saints. I'll leave the links in the description. Don't hesitate to message me on Instagram if you ever need any questions. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. And I'll probably see you in the next video. Muscle Saints, catch you later.